Alright guys, Tom here, and welcome to my first ever WWE TLC 2012 video, and this TLC this year is the fourth in a row that we've had TLC annually, and it is going to be absolutely epic. But the problem I have with this TLC PPV is, for 2012, is pretty much all of the matches have pretty much all been set up already. I mean, you can pretty much tell how the PPV is going to go. We're 3 weeks away, and I can pretty much predict all the matches which are going to happen. I mean, I probably can't predict them exactly, but I can nearly predict them to all of them except maybe one match which I'm a bit iffy on, but I'll get onto that match. But I'm going to try and do this video quite quickly because it's not one of the most interesting videos I could do, because it's not exactly a lot to say, because we've just had the PPV of Survivor Series last week, so we've only really had 1 week to just get off Survivor Series, get the rundown of what happened on Survivor Series, and then build up to the next PPV, which is TLC. So we've only really had a week to really decide or kind of suss out what we're going to get at TLC. So the first match, which I think is almost definitely going to happen, is CM Punk versus Ryback. Ryback, when his first match against CM Punk in Hell in a Cell, was a bit controversial because Brad Maddox actually gave him a low blow, and then CM Punk, controversial circumstances, actually got the win, of course. And then the next match is Survivor Series, where it's a triple threat match with John Cena in that match. And then 3 people from NXT came in and put Ryback through a table, and then the night after put Ryback through a table again. I think at Royal Rumble, personally, it'll be Ryback versus these three in a triple, it'll be 3-on-1 in a handicap match, tag match. So I think that will happen at Royal Rumble, but I think it's time for Ryback to get his own back on CM Punk. Maybe it'll be in a cage match, or it might be in a TLC match. I'm not particularly sure at the moment, but if they want to carry on the feud with the NXT people, they're probably going to have them make it not in a cage match, so these people can come out and disturb the match yet again. So I think it's pretty obvious that we're going to get CM Punk versus Ryback, because Ryback really hasn't had a fair match against CM Punk for the championship, but I can almost predict it now. It'll be CM Punk versus The Rock at the Royal Rumble. And the next match is John Cena versus Dolph Ziggler. They've been kind of building up this pointless thing with AJ, Vicky Guerrero, Dolph Ziggler and John Cena, and then at the end of SmackDown, we saw John Cena giving an SDF to Dolph Ziggler. They've really been building this feud up for since before Survivor Series, a few weeks before. Actually, it was the week before Hell in a Cell, so going quite far back. They've really been building up this match between Dolph Ziggler and John Cena. It's not for a championship, but I'm pretty sure this match is going to happen. The only reason I can think that they're going to be doing this match is so they can bring Ziggler up and make him higher in the WWE. That's why they're putting him up against John Cena, ready for his World Heavyweight title, if he's going to cash in and successfully get the World Heavyweight title. So they're only putting him in this match so they can make Ziggler higher in the WWE, because John Cena is kind of the face of the WWE, so they're trying to make Ziggler better than he really is going into the World Heavyweight title reign, which he's probably going to get the World Heavyweight title by cashing in. The next match is Big Show versus Sheamus, which we've obviously already got thanks to SmackDown. It will be a chairs match, Big Show versus Sheamus. There isn't really a lot to say about that, but it's basically the third match which we'll get between these guys. If Dolph Ziggler will cash in, it will be an interesting thing, but to be honest, they've got to put this feud to bed after TLC, but it's kind of getting a bit lame on SmackDown, because it's literally the whole of SmackDown is kind of around them. So I think they really need to put this match to bed, make it an epic match, and just get it over and done with. Maybe Sheamus becomes the champion yet again, and then Ziggler cashes in, and then it's literally lost between them two, and they have no reason to get the championship yet again and have the championship completely switch hands by giving it to Dolph Ziggler. The next match is a triple tag team match. Kane and Daniel Bryan versus the Primetime Players versus Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara. To be honest, I think, like I said in my Hell in a Cell series, I said that Team Hell No, the latest that they'll probably split up is Royal Rumble, but I think it's kind of coming to its end. In the last few Raws, it's kind of been slightly lame, and it's not been as funny. I mean, they've used Kane so many times in comedy ways, it's just really, really lost its way, and to be honest, I think it's really time for them to put this to bed. If they made this a ladders match, it'd be really, really good. There'd be some really good. It'd be a really good ending for one, and some really good, memorable spots like high fly moves, especially from Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara. And I think it'll be a really good match. But I think if this match does go ahead, Kane and Daniel Bryan, when they lose, the tag team is definitely over. There's no question about that. The next match is, of course, Wade Barrett, who is definitely in line for a championship against Kofi Kingston. This match is almost definite, as Wade Barrett was watching Kofi Kingston match on SmackDown, and Kofi Kingston did actually win, and Kofi Kingston and Wade Barrett have really been just giving shit to each other, and Wade Barrett thinks he's an absolute embarrassment. Kofi Kingston's an absolute embarrassment to have the championship. And I think Wade Barrett is really, really in line for this championship, and it's almost definite this match is going to win, and I think Wade Barrett could actually have a chance of walking out of TLC the champion, because he's come so close, and one day he will be the World Heavyweight title champion, but I think it's really time for him to have the Intercontinental champion, a kind of a lame championship, but he's a superstar that needs a championship to back himself up. The next match is Randy Orton and Alberto Del Rio. We've had so many matches with these two guys in. It really needs, for some reason, WWE think it's a good idea to have these two face off, but in the recent weeks, we've had Miz kind of turn to face. He had a lot of cheers on Miz TV on SmackDown, and to be honest, he's nearly turned face. I'm not really sure that I really agree with this, because personally, he was kind of tailored to be a heel, so if he's a face, it's kind of strange, but I think pairing him up with Randy Orton, Miz really needs to be in this PPV to really make him higher in the WWE, against Alberto Del Rio and Ricardo Rodriguez, because Ricardo Rodriguez did attack Randy Orton at the end of SmackDown, then John Cena came in and Dolph Ziggler, but that's something completely different, but I think I can't see this match going ahead. I'm not particularly sure if it could be Randy Orton in a tag team match with Miz, but it's definitely going to be Randy Orton and Del Rio in a match. The next match is, I think it's the last match. Oh no, there's two more, I think, that I've got noted down here. The next match is Eve versus Kaylen. It is a rematch, but Eve is still the champion. There's not a lot to say about Divas matches. I don't really like them. I don't agree with them. But I think if this match does go ahead, Kaylin's got to be the winner. It's almost definite. The next match is Antonio Cesaro versus R-Truth. A rematch of Survivor Series, which was a pretty decent match. I think that they will make this match a pre-show match for the United States title, because they don't really make the United States title involved in the full PPV. It's not very exciting. I think Antonio Cesaro is nearly over as his hatred towards America. Not fully yet, but he's nearly there. So winning R-Truth would definitely put him over as the hated guy. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. I pretty much predicted all the matches that I think there'll be. It'd be interesting to see if I actually got these all right. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.